How did the Soviet Union treat different ethnic groups? How did the Soviet Union treat different ethnic groups? This question takes us through a complex history filled with contradictions and policies that shaped the lives of millions. The Soviet Union, established in 1922, aimed to create a society based on equality. Initially, under Vladimir Lenin, the government promoted a policy called Kornization. This policy encouraged the integration of non-Russian nationalities into government roles within their own republics. It allowed for cultural and linguistic autonomy, letting schools teach in local languages and supporting local governance. However, this approach changed dramatically under Joseph Stalin. His regime became increasingly suspicious of various ethnic groups, labeling many as enemies of the people. This suspicion led to forced deportations and acts that can be described as ethnic cleansing. For example, in 1937, nearly the entire Korean population in the Soviet Far East was relocated to Central Asia. This was just the beginning of a series of harsh measures. Stalin's policies particularly targeted groups like the Chechens and Ingush. In 1944, over 500,000 Chechens and Ingush were forcibly deported to Central Asia. The conditions during their relocation were severe, leading to significant loss of life. Those deported faced a special settler regime that stripped them of their rights, making them second-class citizens. Despite the Soviet Union's official stance promoting internationalism and self-determination, the reality often contradicted these ideals. The regime's fear of nationalism led to the suppression of local cultures and autonomy. While the government claimed to support affirmative action for minorities, these efforts were often limited and reversed over time. From a socialist viewpoint, the treatment of ethnic groups in the Soviet Union reveals a tension between the principles of equality and the realities of state power. Socialism advocates for the rights of all people, yet the Soviet experience shows how these ideals can be compromised by authoritarianism. The failure to uphold these principles consistently resulted in widespread suffering among ethnic minorities, contrasting sharply with the core values of socialism. In summary, the Soviet Union's treatment of ethnic groups was marked by a mix of initial support and later repression. This complex history highlights the challenges faced by various communities under a regime that often prioritized state control over individual rights. Understanding this context is essential for grasping the broader implications of socialism and its historical applications.